Good afternoon. This is take two. My first take, I messed up. Anyways, hey, welcome everyone. This is Wixman Ray. Today's Sunday, May 3rd, 2026. 27 years ago today was that big tornado in Oklahoma, in Oklahoma City, that killed 46 people. May 3rd, 1999. I think that was before the EF scale. I think it was, what was it, F4 or F5? But anyways, yeah. So anyways, I remember that because we had just moved from there like the year prior, and so our friends told us about it, how they felt the ground shaking. And yeah, some of our friends lost their house. Luckily, none of our friends lost their lives or anything. But yeah, it was pretty crazy, and so I'll always remember that tornado because we had lived near that area and we were renting our house. Luckily, our the tornado missed our house by a few miles, but yeah, so that's why I'm mentioning that. So, anyway, so yeah, if you look at the overall picture here, more places than not are having pretty nice weather today on this Sunday for May 3rd. So, a nice spring day for most. We'll start out west. We got this low pressure still sitting just off the coast of California, but it's bringing in some shortwave energy with some showers and thunderstorms across Nevada into northern California and even up into parts of Oregon too. That's what we're seeing here with these clouds. The stuff that extends back through Utah and Colorado, I think there might be a few showers. I can't remember what I saw earlier, but mostly insignificant weather. There is some showers and thunderstorms across northern Arizona and extending into parts of New Mexico here. And then we got a little moisture from the subtropical jet coming into Mexico. I think they're getting some light showers across northern Mexico under some of those clouds. Little wave that's coming through Wyoming and South Dakota into Nebraska. A few showers with that. I don't think they had reported any thunder there, but watch out for that out there. Here's that next big cold front coming down from Canada. We're already starting to see the clouds coming into North Dakota with that, but the rain will be arriving as we get into tomorrow. We've got this little wave moving across Iowa and northern Missouri and Illinois with a few showers. That may kick off some thunderstorms later today. Currently, it's about 5 o'clock Central Time, so maybe later this evening this could kick off a couple storms. Got this wave moving across the Great Lakes with some showers and clouds. Also, another little wave up here across the northern Great Lakes, and that's producing some showers. So we still kind of got this general trophy pattern, trough of low pressure up across the north and the northeast U.S. And that's why you're seeing these multiple little waves going through the flow there. Here's that old low pressure system that's wound up over the Atlantic just offshore of, what is this, New Brunswick? I can't remember all these provinces, these islands out here, but it's starting to depart Maine. I think the extreme eastern portion has still got some real light rain in Maine, but it's about to exit the area. And then we got that front that extends down through South Florida. It's become a stationary across Florida. Some clouds across southern half of Florida, and there's some showers and thunderstorms pretty far south into Florida. We'll show you that here in a minute. So that's basically what's going on the satellite. This is our RGB picture. So yeah, that stands for red, green, blue. Uh, it's our day land cloud product that us meteorologists like to watch, so, or look at. I'm not thinking straight. Kind of tired again. Okay, so looking at our satellite, like I said, we got some showers and storms out here across northern Arizona. Where it's raining, it's a little cooler in the 60s, at 65 at Grand Canyon, where they take their observation there, Grand Canyon Park. Farther south, getting pretty hot down by Phoenix, 95, some mid to upper 90s all across Southern California deserts. Yeah. 70 is San Diego, so a nice day there. In the 60s around LA. Yeah, all around that area, pretty nice in the 60s. Central valleys are getting pretty warm, 70s and 80s out there. Farther north is cooler. There's all them showers and storms across Nevada. It looks like most of the thunderstorms are up here, kind of south of. This is where Fallon is, where I used to work, and there's Reno. Oh, they had a gust up to almost 60-mile-an-hour gusts with those showers. So that's what happens out in the desert, man. Get some pretty strong winds from the outflows with that dry air. But yeah, showers and storms coming up over the Sierras into Northern California here, with that low pressure offshore, and showers and storms up into parts of Oregon here, even a little bit back here. There's some in Idaho too. As you get farther east, not much. Yeah, they're showing some stuff up in Utah. I don't know if it's hitting the ground. It's pretty dry up there. Maybe in southern Utah here, they might be getting some light showers. There's a little bit out in Colorado there. Maybe the mountains are getting some light showers. There's that wave. Looks like it's almost, could be some lightning in that. I didn't see any reported earlier. And here's that next front coming out of Canada here. Looks like mostly rain up there right now. Here's those waves coming through the Great Lakes. I think there were some thunderstorms with this one up here through just north of Green Bay, kind of northeast of them. And then this other wave moving across, out here, mostly on the Canadian side. And then there's a little bit of showers out here into Indiana, Illinois, and back into Ohio. But this should get a little more active as we go through the evening. At least that's the thought process with the models. A few showers up in New York, and looks like this stuff's probably not reaching the ground. Probably just some clouds. And you can see there's some lingering rain up near Caribou across the eastern part of Maine. But that should be out of there later tonight. So yeah, overall, I mean, once you get south of there, I mean, it was 40s and 50s up here across the Northeast. You get south of there and you're in the 60s and 70s. So, pretty pleasant day across the south and southeast part of the country into the Midwest. Um, it's a little bit warmer out here in Kansas City. We got up to around 80. It's 79 right now. We'll probably hit our high for the day, but definitely about 15, 20 degrees cooler than it has been the last few days. Got some 80s up through Kansas and Oklahoma and Texas here. And then down in South Florida, a few showers, a couple thunderstorms it looks like. Pretty good one just south of Homestead there. Nothing severe on it, but pretty strong thunderstorm there looks like. At least some heavier rains with it. Yeah. And then here's that shower and thunderstorm activity. I think we talked about this, but over Arizona and New Mexico, a little bit in northern Mexico, like I mentioned. So, yeah, relatively just a lot of weaker waves with one big system out here in the west, and the next big one coming out of Canada. So this is our model here. We'll go ahead and get started here. We'll just go through probably Wednesday again. Tomorrow we'll probably go through the end of the work week, but I try to keep it to 3 to 4 days just because it's a lot easier to do these videos and keep them shorter. So yeah, so here's that front. This is through midnight tonight, so it looks like by later tonight the rain will start moving into northern Minnesota, into North Dakota, and even parts of Montana with that cold front. So the temperatures will start dropping once that front moves through. Yeah, here's this wave out here that we talked about in Missouri and Illinois. This other one moving into Nebraska now, and then we got all the stuff across, California, Oregon, Nevada, Utah, and down through the desert Southwest. That'll be continuing through this evening. It'll probably, a lot of it will go to bed tonight. There may be some lingering stuff near farther west where the stronger energy is. There's just a couple waves across the Great or the Great Lakes. I can't think into New York, and then yeah, you can see this is almost out of Maine. It's right on the edge of them. by midnight. So, and then you see that stuff across South Florida there. So as we go through tomorrow morning, no big changes. This wave moves up into the northeast. This wave moves east. We got another wave coming out of. This is kind of the southern end of this whole front, so that we're getting some precip across North Dakota and Montana with that. Here's that western system. Still got a little bit of rain across South Florida tomorrow morning and midday. And this front really doesn't get real active until we get into the afternoon and evening. See how it just pops up all through here. So we have kind of two features going on. So you have this wave out here through the Ohio Valley area, I guess, from Illinois to Ohio, Pennsylvania, where you'll see some showers and thunderstorms, even down into Missouri. But along the front, kind of north of there, from Michigan, uh, probably parts of Wisconsin early on into Illinois, Iowa, Missouri. Here we'll see showers and thunderstorms develop. We see this new low develop too, so we got that piece of energy that kind of ejects out from the west ahead of this low pressure system. So that's going to kind of be like wave low pressure number one. And so we'll see some severe weather possible out here through this part of the country. I can't remember where they drew it. I'll show you the convective outlook, but you know, generally from parts of Kansas, Missouri, Illinois, and I think down south a little bit, maybe into Indiana. I can't remember, but I'll show you that here after we go through this. As we go through the morning on Tuesday, that front dips out, that low kind of dips out too into Oklahoma. So we got the showers and thunderstorms in the morning through midday, going down through southern Missouri, Arkansas, and through the Ohio Valley up into the northeast here. So pretty wet, but there'll be showers and storms ongoing, probably not too severe through the morning hours. Here's that energy out west here. We see some mountain snow over parts of the northern Rockies up into Wyoming, in northern Colorado, and then you see this activity out here in Arizona, New Mexico too. So they're getting in on the activity. I think it's the remnants of that system that I showed you yesterday that was coming off the Pacific there. Oops, I don't know why that popped up. So this goes. So this is into tomorrow evening. So we get a new low pressure that forms like near like eastern Kentucky up through southern Indiana, southern Illinois, and that general area along the cold front. So this whole area from Arkansas, East Texas, up through Tennessee and Kentucky, maybe into Illinois and Missouri. The severe again on Tuesday. Still got that energy across the west here with that low pressure that's slowly moving its way eastward, and we'll see that eject out here. Oh, and then they're still showing this. So by Tuesday, so Tuesday night and Wednesday morning, eastern Colorado, Denver area, you know, the front range of the Rockies there, it looks like they're going to get some snow. So I get some pretty decent snows there for first week of May. So something to watch late Tuesday into Wednesday morning there. If you live out there, your commute's going to probably be a little messy on Wednesday morning. So, and then that moisture moves out into Kansas and Missouri and Illinois in the form of showers and storms probably as we go into the day on Wednesday. But the main front, this probably be more showers. I don't know how much instability there'll be, but definitely showers and storms from East Texas, Louisiana. So this area will be under the gun as we go into Wednesday down here across parts of the South and the Tennessee and Kentucky area. And that front extends up into the Northeast, so just kind of wet up there for the next couple, you know, Tuesday and Wednesday time frame up there across the Northeast. This front's just going to slowly push south. It doesn't have a real good northern push yet until I think later in the week. So yeah, that's as far as we go. A lot of heavy rain too. It looks like Wednesday night. So across the south there to Tennessee, Alabama, so something to keep an eye on. So that's as far as we'll go for tonight. So Severe chances will increase again as we get into the work week. Um, Most favorable looks like Tuesday and Wednesday, but a little bit favorable on Monday too. So here we'll show you the storm prediction center. Uh, this is a center that's with the NOAA's National Weather Service. They're part of the Weather Service. So today there's a marginal risk out there in Missouri and Illinois where we saw that little wave. It wasn't doing much right now, so maybe we'll see a couple of storms fire up here through the evening. That's what they're thinking. So we'll keep an eye on that. Um, like I said yesterday, they're pretty limited on the moisture, but that's what they've got. For Monday, yeah, so eastern Kansas into Missouri into parts of Iowa, even southern Wisconsin, southern Michigan, parts of the Midwest here in Indiana and Ohio. So that area is kind of under the gun. We'll see. The tornado risk looks pretty low. Looks like the wind and hail threat's the main thing. And it's marginal, so it's not going to be like a big outbreak. There might be a couple severe storms, but as we go into Tuesday, a little uh, more is expected with a slight risk put out there near the Arklatex, mainly into northeast Texas, southeast Oklahoma, and Arkansas, but even the marginal goes downward near Shreveport. So this whole part of the country, watch out on Tuesday. You'll probably see some thunderstorms and severe at that. And then on Wednesday, they still got an outlook area here for East Texas through Louisiana, Mississippi, and parts of Alabama. So keep an eye out. So it looks like the southern plains into the southern U.S. is going to be the most favorable Tuesday and Wednesday. So um, yeah, so watch out for that area. That's all I've got for you today. I appreciate you all. Kind of going to wind this up pretty quick. Had a tiring day. Had to work today, so unfortunately, but I have tomorrow off, so that's a good thing, right? So, anyways, I appreciate you all 51 subscribers. Let's get us up to 51,000 or at least 5,000. So yeah, that's our goal. Let's keep moving this channel forward. I appreciate y'all for watching, subscribing, and liking, and being here for me. And this is my passion. I don't want this to become big, but if it does, that would be great for me. That would allow me to fully retire and just do YouTube videos for you and make better content. Although I'm kind of limited on my tech skills. So. But hey, I'm 59 years old, so what do you expect? I'm not real high speed on all this stuff. So anyways, hey, I appreciate y'all. You can call me Ray, you can call me Weatherman Ray or Wixman Ray, whatever. Or you can call me Jay. Remember that song or that saying, whatever. Anyways, hey, I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great end of your weekend, your Sunday night. Enjoy your families or whatever you do, and hopefully you'll have a good work week or retirement week or whatever you do next week. Um, and we appreciate y'all. Wixman Ray out.